It's only been 2 days since peace talks in Switzerland concluded on a positive note, and things are already moving fast. Let's have a look at what happened, what it means for Iran, especially its oil, and why the Iranian president's first foreign trip took him straight to Islamabad. First, the oil. The US Treasury issued a 60-day sanctions waiver on Monday, formally authorizing the production, delivery, and sale of Iranian oil until August 21st. That's a big deal. For the first time, Iran can sell its oil in US dollars on the global market at standard prices like any other Gulf producer. But what does that mean in real terms? Analysts estimate Iran could earn between $37 and $51 million per day under this waiver. That's potentially over $2 billion across the 60-day window. Iran is already pitching its oil to buyers in India, South Korea, and Japan, markets that haven't touched Iranian crude in years because of sanctions. But here's why full sanctions relief is actually much harder than it sounds. The web of restrictions on Iran comes from multiple sources: the US, the UN, the EU, built up over decades, covering everything from oil exports and asset freezes to banking access and arms transfers. Some of it Trump can undo himself with an executive order, but sanctions imposed by Congress carry no waivers. Removing those would require new legislation. And then there's the IRGC problem. Iran's most powerful institution, the Revolutionary Guards, is designated by Washington as a terrorist organization and is deeply embedded in the country's economy, meaning virtually any foreign company doing business in Iran risks touching a designated entity. The international picture is just as complicated. The EU in 2012 cut Iranian banks off from the SWIFT payment system and froze the central bank's assets. And although some of that was lifted under the 2015 nuclear deal, it was all restored after Trump walked away from the deal. UN sanctions reimposed through snapback mechanism last year are now back on the books as well. And Iran has tens of billions of dollars sitting frozen in foreign banks in South Korea, China, Japan, Luxembourg, and Iraq that it still cannot access. The 60-day oil waiver is real, but full sanctions relief may take some more time. But still, there's a lot to look forward to. Pakistan and Qatar mediated the Brooklyn-Stock talks, which produced a 60-day roadmap towards a final deal and established mechanisms to end fighting in Lebanon and keep commercial shipping moving through the Strait of Hormuz. Iranian President Pezeshkian's trip to Islamabad was his very first foreign visit since the war began on February 28, which says a lot about the level of trust in Pakistan's peace efforts. His office said explicitly that expressing appreciation to Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif for his mediation between Iran and the United States was among the core objectives of this visit. The two sides are set to review the full spectrum of bilateral relations: trade, energy, border security, and regional connectivity. And that last word, connectivity, is one to watch.